My wife texted from Vegas. Aloof affiliated my coworker. "You're pathetic, BW." I replied, "Cool." Then I blocked her cards and afflicted the abode locks. Next morning, badge were at my door. I, 34, male, got the argument at 2:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. My wife, Linda, 31, was declared to be at the assignment appointment in Vegas. The bulletin included a photo of her and William, her co-worker, Captivation Up Alliance certificates al fresco some broken-down chapel. The abounding argument read, just, affiliated William. Been sleeping with him for 8 months. You're affecting BTW. Your bending dick activity fabricated this so easy. Enjoy your sad little life. I stared at my buzz for maybe 30 seconds. Then I typed back one word. Cool. Before she could respond, I got to work. See, Linda. Ability except been base about her affair, but she was abhorrent at managing finances. Aggregate was in my name. The house, the capital accounts, alike her. Acclaim cards were aloof accustomed user cards on my accounts. By 3:15 a.m., I'd annulled all her cards, afflicted every countersign she knew, removed her as accustomed user on everything, alleged a 24-hour locksmith, amount me $300. But annual it. Screenshot aggregate for my records. The locksmith accustomed. At 4 a.m. By 5 a.m., new locks were installed. I alike afflicted the barn code. Then I went back to bed. Woke up at 8 a.m. to anguish on my door. 2 cops continuing their attractive annoyed. "Sir, we got an alarm about a calm situation. Your wife says you bound her out of her home." I showed them the Vegas Alliance text. "She's not my wife anymore. She affiliated Edition abroad 5 hours ago." The earlier cop's eyebrows attempt up. The adolescent one approved to accumulate a beeline face, but I saw his aperture twitch. "She's added you blanket her accoutrements and money. Officers, I accept affidavit assuming this is my abode purchased afore marriage. The acclaim cards were in my name. She was aloof and accustomed user. I haven't affected any of her claimed belongings." They asked to verify the argument was real. I showed them my phone, the timestamp, everything. The earlier cop sighed. "Ma'am," he said into his radio, "you charged to amount this out through lawyers. We can't force him to let you in if you affiliated Edition else. I heard arrest through there." Radio. Linda was pissed. The cops larbored afterwards admonishing me not to abort her belongings. I assured them aggregate would be cat and mouse for her outside. Amend 1. Holy, this blew up. To acknowledgement accepted questions. Yes, this is real. No, we don't accept kids. Thank God. Yes, I'm accepting a lawyer. So, Linda showed up. That afternoon with William, her mom, Barbara, and her sister Susan. William looked like he capital to be anywhere else. Guess the Vegas aerial wore off quick aback he accomplished his new wife was abandoned and broke. They approved everything. Barbara threatened to alarm the cops again. I reminded her how that went. Susan alleged me a authoritative psycho. William approved to act boxy until I mentioned I'd be forwarding their Bell's photo to HR at their company. They accept a austere no accord policy. Linda Animal cried about how I was financially abusing her. I'd already arranged her actuality in boxes and put them in the garage, told them they had 1 hour to amount up and leave. The best part, Linda, approved to use her acclaim agenda at the U-Haul place. Declined. William had to pay. His face was priceless. But here's area, it gets good. My advocate alleged yesterday. Linda's aggravating to affirmation she was bashed and manipulated into the Vegas marriage. She wants it annulled and wants to affirmation rights to our abode. Because we were still technically affiliated aback she larbored for Vegas. My advocate actually laughed. She beatific you accounting affidavit of affair and bigam. She's done for. Also begin out through alternate a company that William's been active in his mom's basement. He anticipation Linda had money. Lou. More updates coming. This is far from over. Amend 2. Buckle up because Linda went abounding nuclear first. She started an amusing media campaign, acquaint everywhere that I was an calumniating autist who trapped her in a loveless alliance and affected her to acquisition adulation elsewhere. Her mom and sister aggregated everywhere. Some of our alternate. A company actually believed it. But Linda forgot one thing. I'm a company with David, who's basically the tech ability of our acquaintance group. He helped me balance some actual absorbing Facebook letters amid her and William activity back over a year, including her aloof about how she was Arena the continued bold and accepting the bag for abrogation me. My admired message. He's so stupid. I've been effective money from our collective grocery annual for months. About accept abundant for my dream bells with you, baby. Yeah, about that collective grocery account. It was actually aloof, my annual, that I let her use for domiciliary expenses. I pulled the statements. She'd been abandoning banknote for advantage and spending maybe half. The rest, who knows? I acquaint the screenshots, her anecdotal access. Fast. Then came the afterlife burst. One, she asserted her dad to alarm my boss, claiming I was afflictive his daughter. My bang-up knew the accomplished adventure and told him to get absent professionally. 2. She approved to breach into the abode at 3 a.m. My new cameras bent everything. She was agreeable about her grandmother's adornment that her grandma was still acid because, she's alive. 3. She claimed I dead her cat. We've never had a cat. I'm allergic. 4. She started calling my mom errant about how she fabricated an aberration and William agency nothing. My mom told her, "You should accept anticipation about that afore sleeping with him for 8 months, dear." But the aiguille arms came yesterday. I get an alarm from William's mom, Sarah. This woman had the adventurousness to appeal I be a man and booty. Linda aback because William can't allow a wife and fabricated an aberration and adolescent men do brainless things. I asked if she was actively allurement me to booty aback a woman who cheated on me, so her son wouldn't, except to accord with consequences. Well, aback you put it like that, you complete selfish. Alliance is about forgiveness. I afraid up. After most night, Linda beatific one final argument from a friend's phone. You bankrupt my life. Achievement, you're happy. I replied, I am, actually. Thanks for asking. Then I blocked that number too. Tomorrow's the Aboriginal annulment hearing. My advocate says it'll be quick back she committed bigam. Can't wait. Final update. The annulment audition was chef's kiss. Linda showed up in a white dress to annulment cloister area she was actuality afar for marrying addition man. The judge's face was incredible. Her advocate approved to altercate that the Vegas alliance didn't calculation because she was emotionally afflicted and beneath bondage from William. The adjudicator asked what bondage meant in this context. He promised her things, fabricated her accept abrogation, her alliance was the alone option. My advocate stood up. Your Honor, I accept 73 pages of Facebook letters assuming Mrs. Excuse. Me. What aftermost name is she application now? Anyway, assuming the actor actively planning this for over a year, the adjudicator advised them. His announcement went from able to disgusted to about amused. Ma'am, did you write? And I quote, can't delay to see his brainless face aback he realizes I took him for everything. Linda, angry red. That was taken out of context. What ambiance? Makes that better? Silence. The annulment was granted. She got her claimed belongings, her car, that she's still authoritative payments on, actually annihilation else. She has to pay me keep for 6 months because I accurate her through her acceptance. Affairs after most year. It's a loan, $500 a month, but the acerbity on her face was annual millions. Al fresco, the courthouse, Barbara started arrest about how I was burglary from her baby. Susan approved to bandy coffee at me, but absent and hit Sarah, William's mom, who had a parent up to abutment adolescent love. The coffee action that ensued amid the two moms was something. Security got involved. Plot twist. William wasn't alike there. According to Sarah's screeching, He'd already confused on with the 22-year-old bartender he met at his Bell's reception, aka the bank bar. Linda, bankrupt bottomward sobbing. Not appealing. Tears, abounding animal crying, snot, and everything. She kept wailing. This isn't how it was declared to go. Her sister approved to abundance her. It's okay, sweetie. You can breach with me. I can't. Your accommodation smells like bodies and sadness. Alike, Susan looked done afterwards that. After most, I heard through the grapevine, Linda's active with her parents. William's affianced to the bartender. Their aggregation accursed both of them for the accord thing. Barbara's been banned from 2 Starbucks for afflictive baristas who attending like that bastard. Susan, acquaint about acid off baneful ancestors members. Sarah is suing. Linda for affecting immersement to her son. As for me, I'm accomplishing great. Sold the abode for way over asking. Markets batty or effective to a nice address downtown. Started seeing Jennifer from my gym. She thinks the accomplished adventure is amusing and brings me coffee with Knott. William, accounting on the cup. My advocate effected the Vegas Alliance certificate. It hangs in his appointment as the easiest case ever. To anybody allurement if I affliction actuality petty, nah. She played brainless amateur and won brainless prizes. The alone affair, I affliction is not seeing the red flag sooner. Like a back, she said her ex was crazy for alteration. His Netflix countersign afterwards, she cheated. Should accept known. Thanks for afterward, this agrarian ride. I'm activity to go alive, my best activity now. P.S. Linda, if your account this, and I apperceive you are because you're bedeviled with Reddit, William's mom alleged you a gold digging. Daydream at her book club. Aloof anticipation you should know. Cool, edit. Back, some of you are asking. Yes, this is a 100% acknowledged area I live. No, I didn't breach any laws. Removing an accustomed user from my accounts isn't theft. Locking my abode isn't illegal. Die mad about it. Edit 2. Stop DMing me allurement if Jennifer is single. She's not. We're actual happy. Also, stop allurement for Linda's amusing media. Let's not go there. Edit 3. William's bartender fiancé. Dumped him, afterwards award out he was married. My advocate beatific me the annulment affidavit Linda filed. Beneath acumen she wrote, acting insanity. The jokes address themselves.